Hi, it's Terry from No Crumbs Left, and today I'm going to show you how to make this olive oils from Spain inspired harvest dinner, and you're going to love it. Let's go. So this is some of what goes into it. It's actually quite easy. Pork tenderloin, salt, pepper, lemon, and lemon rind, rosemary, garlic. So we're going to start by zesting the lemon. And by the way, if you can get Meyer's lemon, it's this beautiful color. Oh, it's my favorite. And it is something that I personally cook with. And when I can't get them, I buy them, squeeze them, and put them in the freezer, just the juice. So I've got a big thing of rosemary, which is lovely. So it just depends on how much you like it. Let's pull it all off. And then what I'm going to do is chop it up, and we're going to put it into this fantastic marinade. So let's add the garlic, and I went heavy on the garlic because why the heck not? Then let's add the rosemary and lemon, and I'm going to put in a whole tablespoon of salt because I do not mind salt. Add the pepper, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. So let's see what I've got here. This smells amazing. Oh, it's perfect. It's 3 tablespoons. Let's stir. Let's do a quick stir. What I'm going to do is I'm actually measuring these, if you can believe it. I want them to be about 1.5 inches, and I want them all to be the same. And I'm going to set up these mini skewers, and, well, it's going to be darn good. This is one of those moments where I honestly can't help myself. I know I could just put the pork here in the marinade, but it's one of these things where I really believe if you do it this way, it's going to marinate better. And I'm arguing with myself if I should do the extra step, but I can't help it. Okay, do you see what I mean? Do you see how it looks so perfectly bathed? So if you don't want to do that step, you can not do it. But in the meantime, oh gosh, this is going to marinate for about 30 minutes while I prep other parts of the recipe. So this is some of what goes into it. These beautiful little baby potatoes, carrots, which we're going to peel. I've got these wonderful small onions, but you can just get a large red onion and use one, of course. So I picked carrots that are not giant, and they are peeled, and now what I'm going to do is cut them on a diagonal, stick them in here, and we're going to roast the carrots and the onions together. I'm a little bit of a loose measurer, that's who I am. Let's go ahead and infuse it with this olive oil, and then we get to the fun part. I just love tossing it all together. So much fun, can't wait to get it in the oven. If you don't know, when you're cooking pasta, potatoes, plenty of salt goes in there. That's 2 tablespoons. And I'm gonna put these potatoes in, and I hope somebody is gonna set the timer for 15 minutes. And what you wanna do with this is, pre-cook these at the beginning. And why do I do it at the beginning of the week? Because then you've got some pre-cooked potatoes you can keep in the refrigerator. Whatever you need, you can take out. And you always wanna cook a potato twice in order to get something really crispy. And they're wonderful infused with olive oil. So the potatoes, it's 15 minutes. Let's get them right out. If you don't have a slotted spoon, run out and get one. I've got one on my favorite kitchen tools page. And let's just let them all go a single layer over here so they can cool. The potatoes are out. They're cool to touch, but still, a little warm. And just very gently, we're going to press them down and kind of wind up with a very lovely smashed potatoes. And once it's infused with olive oil, oh, it's dreamy. This is the ultimate if you can do it like that. You take the fork and you just gently press without going crazy. And to tell you the truth, this is completely the most fun part of the recipe. I don't know why. So I'm going to pull these right out of the marinade. Oh, they look great. And then I'm going to skewer these for fun. And let's pick ones that are a similar size. And let's go like this. Let's put it through. Probably because they're so heavy, I'm going to actually do. I got these wood skewers. And by the way, you don't really have to do the skewers. I certainly think it's just a little bit of fun. And it's going to make the whole dinner just a little more fun. And then let's put a little room between them. What I'm going to do now is put them right in here, and we're going to sear these up. Just really all we're doing is browning them. Okay, I need 2 minutes. So I'm just searing it. So after 2 minutes, it's not as brown as I'd like it to be, but hopefully in the end it's going to be just perfect. So I flipped it in the middle. What I'm going to do now is take these out, and what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to pull a little bit of that out. I'm going to add a bit of olive oil, and we're going to put the potatoes back in, and they're going to be fantastic. So moving with speed, I'm going to take all of the potatoes that I smashed, And I'm gonna be sticking this in a very hot oven because I really wanna get these browned, and I'm gonna put the pork on top, and it's gonna make a lovely, delicious potato. So I'm putting the pork on top, and this is gonna go into a hot oven. The pork's probably gonna cook in 8 or 10 minutes. And then that'll have to cook a little bit longer, the potatoes. So I take some of my reserved olive oil, rosemary, garlic mixture, stick this in, and then, oops, on another rack, I've got the carrots, and let's stick that in. So now what I'm gonna do is take the pork out. And why am I doing that? I'm doing it because I wanna get these potatoes done properly. And now the pork juices are in here, and let's crank it up and get it in the oven. And what I'm gonna do is, my goal is just to get the potatoes crunchy on one side, not both sides. So let's not flip them, and let's just stick them in, I think another 10 or so minutes. That's been 20 minutes for that. I think those look absolutely divine. And the potatoes for me, and I wouldn't advise you do this the way I'm doing it, they need another few minutes. I'm waiting for the potatoes to be done. I'm just gonna put this over here and just loosely cover it, not tight, but do you see this lovely drippings? Oh my gosh, let's hang on to that. We're gonna pour that over in the end. It's gonna be nirvana. Finished product, and how great does this look? We cannot wait to dig in these potatoes. Oh, they're hard to stop. You can swipe up for the recipe.